Hey everybody, how you doing? So this is Nils again at Idaho Pulse, and today I want to bring you a video about the top 6 things that I, as a real estate agent, would recommend that you do, even if you're not looking to sell your house in the near future. So this could benefit somebody who is looking to sell as well, but a lot of the things that I'm going to recommend that you do are things that you should be both keeping up with as you go, as you live there, and also these are bigger projects, some of them, and that's going to be things that you're not going to want to do if you're looking to sell anytime soon in the near future in the next few months. If that sounds like you, if you're a homeowner and you're not really looking to sell, this video might help you kind of consider some things that you had not really thought about doing, and I'm going to explain why in this video. So if you're interested in real estate topics, the Treasure Valley, Idaho area, if you're looking maybe to move to Idaho, or if you're just speculating on real estate and you enjoy looking at different markets, we go into all of that kind of stuff. We give market updates. We give you advice on real estate in general. So if any of that stuff interests you, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, let's get into the top 6 things that I, as a real estate agent, would recommend that you do, even if you're not looking to sell your house in the near future. All right, so let's just jump right into it. What's the first thing? And these are not in any kind of specific order, but what's the first thing that I recommend that you do, even if you're not looking to sell? Well, I would recommend, and this might seem obvious to some people, but you need to declutter and make sure that you keep up on it. So some people are much better than this at other people. You walk into someone's house and you say, wow, this house is completely empty. There's nothing in here. There's no junk. The garage is empty. That kind of stuff is not everybody's forte. This is not going to be what everybody lives with. So a lot of people just slowly accumulate stuff over time. And then 3-4 years down the road after they move in, they look around and they start really calculating how much stuff they have. And they go, wow, where did all this stuff come from? Generally, that's because you weren't keeping up on it. And so this will actually help you both when you're living in the house. It'll help keep you decluttered. And it just kind of gives you a reason to do it. If you tell yourself, this is so that I can make it easier to sell whenever I go to sell my house, it will make it much easier for you to remember to do. Some people like to do it once a year. People that have a harder time with this end up doing it a couple times a year. But you would definitely want to keep up on this, declutter, go through drawers, empty garage areas out, take one small space at a time, concentrate on that, get that area done, and move on to the next so that you can get it done. So this is going to help you both enjoy your house while you're living in it and prepare you for the inevitable day that you're going to have to sell one day. Okay, number 2 on the list is going to be adding square footage to the house. Now, this is one of those things I was explaining in the intro that you're not going to want to do at the last second for obvious reasons. Whether you're a do-it-yourself kind of person or whether you're a hire a contractor kind of person, you're not going to want to wait until the last second. So this is something that you could think to yourself, what's something that would be fairly inexpensive to do, wouldn't cost me a fortune to add, it wouldn't be like a $100,000 project or something like that, would benefit me, something I know that I would like, and something that would kind of make you stand out in the market that you're in the neighborhood that you're in. So if somebody's looking in your neighborhood, let's just use an example of a laundry room. A lot of older homes don't have laundry rooms. They have their laundry in the garage. Well, a lot of people like having laundry rooms in the house, especially in colder climates like we're in Idaho here. So this is going to be something that's going to both benefit you while you're living in the house, and it's also going to prepare your home for the day that you need to sell it, because more people are going to be looking at homes that have a laundry room because that's what they want. Maybe it's an extra bathroom. Maybe your house only has 1.5 bath and you can upgrade to 2.5 bath, or maybe you can add a bedroom if you want to spend the money on it. So these are things that you're going to be able to do to add more space to the house and benefit you. And you should be able to get most, if not all of that money back when you go to sell. Okay, and number 3 on the list for me is going to be making your house more energy efficient. Different markets are going to have different rates as far as utilities, and also different climates. Some areas are really hot in the summer, some areas are really cold in the winter, some are both. We get some pretty hot summers here in Idaho and some pretty cold winters. Getting your house to a certain standard as far as energy efficiency is going to be something that a lot of homeowners are going to look for. It may not be that expensive, such as adding a smart thermostat system. A lot of people don't understand that they're actually pretty easy to install. And when someone walks through the house and they see a smart thermostat, a lot of people focus on that because it's something digital that's on the wall that looks cool. And a lot of people maybe don't have one in their house now, and they've always kind of wanted one, but they never really wanted to spend the money or invest in it or look into it. And so this is going to be like, hey, it's already done. This is so cool. I can save money on my heating in the winter, and I can save money on my air conditioning in the summer. I can monitor it from my phone, so on and so forth. Another thing would be upgrading the windows to energy efficient windows. If you have an older home, sometimes they're single pane, or maybe the argon in between the glass is kind of faded away and it's not insulating as well. Sometimes the insulation around the doors, that kind of thing. If you can show the homeowner that you put the effort in, they're going to think, wow, this person really took care of their house. They were really thinking ahead, and this is going to be good for me to move into right away. I won't have to put a lot of effort or money into this. And it's going to save me money because it's more energy efficient. All right, so number 4 on the list is going to be painting the home. So this could be inside or outside or both. And this is going to be important because a fresh coat of paint offers a lot of value for a homeowner. They don't really care if you did it yourself or not, as long as it turns out good. And walking into a home with fresh paint, not just fresh paint, but actually fresh paint that matches like a modern palette, something that's actually a modern color scheme. And a lot of people will say, I don't understand what those color palettes are. I don't know what the trends are. This is easy to solve. Go into some model homes in your area. There's got to be some somewhere. Walk in, see how they decorated their furniture, and see what kind of colors go with the wall, and see what kind of colors they match with the trim, to the wall color, to the floor color, and get some ideas. If you can add a fresh coat of paint to the outside and the inside and make the house look more modern, you're going to enhance both when you live there and also when you go to sell it one day. It's going to be more up to a modern standard. All right, and number 6 on the list is going to definitely be the kitchen. Upgrading the kitchen to a more modern look is probably most buyers' number 1 concern. So a lot of customers walk in and the first thing they do is they walk to the kitchen. That's the first thing that most people do when they walk into any new house that they haven't been in. And having the kitchen be upgraded with nice cabinets, having it be a modern look, modern appliances, that kind of thing, that goes so far with a buyer. They fall in love with it. And what you want to do is you want to create an emotional attachment. Most good real estate agents will tell their customers, don't fall in love with anything. Everything's replaceable. You don't want to fall in love with it because it's going to cloud your judgment and you're not going to be able to make rational decisions. You as a seller, you want to create that irrational environment for the customer. You want to make them kind of fall in love with the house, get emotionally attached, make them go home that night and they can't stop thinking about it. That's what you want. So having all of the things that I mentioned before are great, but the kitchen is kind of the crown jewel. That's the main focus when people walk in. And if you really make that kitchen look nice and you make it something that they've always wanted but they've never had, that's going to be something that's going to really set your house apart, and you're going to get that money back that you put into the kitchen. And like I mentioned earlier several times, if you do this before you want to sell, like I'm recommending, you'll actually get to live with a nice kitchen before you sell the house, if you ever do. Okay, and so in closing, there's a lot of things that you can do. These aren't just the only things. These are just the top 6 things that I would recommend as a real estate agent. There's a lot of other things that you can do. But if you consult a good real estate agent, they will give you advice and kind of tell you where your house is lacking specifically. What we do as real estate agents is we usually walk through a house when we first come to the customer's house, look around, and kind of make some recommendations and say, this is what I would recommend that you do. And then we can usually give you an idea of how much it costs, and maybe we even have some recommendations of people that can help you. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it gave you some insight and some ideas on things that you might be able to do now instead of waiting until the last second to do before you end up selling the house one day. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Otherwise, you can contact us through idahopulse.com. Leave us a comment in the video. That helps us out. And we hope you have a great day and good luck with your real estate endeavors in the future.